What's good? What's good? It's your boy Mario Chicken in. It's Asian session, 8:30 p.m. April the 4th. Just checking in. About to go over some trades I'm in now, and I guess like some trades I took today, and just do a little review, and let's get it. All right, so we in some Bitcoin loans right now. Bitcoin taking off. Let's see. So I'm in some Bitcoin loans now. I really don't feel like going over the trades that I took today, but I guess I probably get to it. So I go over the trades I'm in right now because that's what I'm focused on. So I go over the trades that I'm in right now. I'm in like 4 setups right now, 4 trades. So we'll go over those trades. So let's do it. All right, so Bitcoin, I'm in about Bitcoin because of this quarter block right here. So we can oh shit, so let me read that oh my god. Let me read that. I need people talking and some shit. But so this order block, this level of imbalance that I was looking at over the weekend, right here. Let me go to the actual marker, see if I can find the marker real quick. Of the Bitcoin. I gotta start explaining. I'm slipping. I post a lot of charts. How do I find the? Here we go. So let's see. Share link. So let's see if I can find the Bitcoin real quick. I should have had this done beforehand, but I just go over it right now. I start over fresh. So I show what I seen fresh. So basically, this is the order block right here. This was the last short positions the banks had in the market for them to mitigate the go long. Sorry, I got to get my shit right. So this order block right here is what I was looking at. Let me pull up the line chart real quick. So this low right here was the last low that was made before this high right here was made, right? So yeah, as you so in order for the banks to go higher, right, they got to mitigate this order block right here. So now we're looking for them to come to this. This is the high that I'm looking for them to mitigate now. The fact that we mitigate this low right here, I'm looking for them to mitigate this high. I took shorts over the weekend in this section right here. I took shorts. Let me get my shit right, man. Bullshit. Here we go. So I took shorts right here over the weekend. Right. So this is why I took shorts over the weekend. So let's go and follow price. So I took shorts right here. Price made this bottom right here and made this high right here. So price made this high right here. And then this, notice, so back here, when price was back here, this low right here wasn't mitigated, still wasn't mitigated. So this was the low right here that I was waiting to get mitigated. When I took shorts right here, I was hoping to see this imbalance field right here and this order block mitigated, but they didn't mitigate it at that time. And they made a new high above this high, grabbing liquidity out of this order block right here where I want them to fill up here around 60K. So this is the order block at 60K that I'm expecting them to fill it. Let me see what my we at 1K. Okay, I see. I mean, I probably can't see. Anyway, I'm looking for them to hit this order block right here. So they had to drop price, right? So I'm like, what the hell? This ain't the chart. All right, so this was the order block that I was waiting to get mitigated. So let's replay. Sorry, I'll break a little bit. So see what happened. So notice how price came back to this area right here. So it's two things that could have happened right here. They could have smashed these lows and came and grabbed some more liquidity from this imbalance right here. So notice when they made this low right here, notice that this low right here, notice these lows wasn't retested. Notice these lows right here wasn't retested. So that's why I was looking in that area for them to fill that imbalance right here. This right here, this candle right here was an imbalance right here. So the banks bought this, they bought it right here. The banks bought it, and I knew that they had to mitigate these loans right here for them to go long. You feel me? So that's what I was waiting on, right? So let's see. So boom, price hit this first low right here. Notice how I felt this imbalance right here, hit this first low. So at that point, I assumed they was coming to mitigate these loans right here, this last high that they made before they made this low. So let's see what happened. All right, boom, they mitigated those loans. Let's see what happened after that. All right, boom. So that's when price came and mitigated this order block down here, which is this low right here. And also what I feel like they're doing is create like some sort of unquote quote support area to make traders believe that that's some strong support area for when they come back down and just smash that shit. You feel me? But so boom, that's where I took my loans. I also caught this down move too. But right there, boom. So that's where I took my trade, and this is where price is now. And I know a lot of traders are looking at this trend line. So what I like to do is like look at the chart now, like try to pinpoint what the retail traders are possibly seeing. You feel me? So the retail traders are possibly seeing this trend line right here. They're looking at this nice, these nice high highs, high lows. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure on the smaller time frames, they got nice double tops. Look at this double top right here, a couple of tops right here and stuff. So a lot of traders seeing this right now, like it's in the downtrend. They're probably shorting it right now, and price gonna smash all through those levels, hopefully, and hopefully come to this last high right here before this low right here was made. So before this low right here was made, this was the last high. This was the last high before this low right here was made. That was the last low right there. So that's where I'm expecting price to come mitigate, and then I'm looking for shorts in that area. Feel me? All right, to come smash this double bottom right here. We're gonna come down and smash this double bottom. That's what I expect to see on Bitcoin. So that's Bitcoin, and then at this level right here, this is like the last intraday high. Once we smash this high, I expect to see price come and react to this price, this level right here, 56,000. Once we get to 56,000, I expect some kind of pullback. So I'm gonna close partials right there at 56K, and then ride half of my other positions on up to 60K. So that's Bitcoin. Gold. So gold, oh man, gold went crazy today. Gold went crazy today, man. So right now I'm in gold shorts. I'm expecting gold to come down and mitigate this order block right here that we made. The shorts, the last low that we made at the beginning of the week. Let me reset my chart. So this is the last low that we made before the at the beginning of the week right here. Let me put up the line chart. So notice this was the low. This was the last low before we came up to these highs right here, up here. Let me set my chart. before we came up and made this high right here. This was our last low right here. Oh shit. So this was our last low before we made that high right there. Banks had to go short before they went long. So this where I'm expecting price to come to mitigate that block. And once we mitigate that block, I'm expecting to go long to this level at 1790. Strong 200 pip move to the upside on gold. So that's gold. You know, pretty much that's it in the basket. Yeah. So let's go to GJ. It's pretty quick, man. Once you just follow a price, man, it's pretty quick. You know, as far as doing analysis and seeing what price is and where it's going and shit. You know what I mean? When you follow the price. So GJ testing this order block again right here that we created at the top of the week. So we're inside of this order block right here. I'm expecting the price to drop from this order block to retest and mitigate this low right here. So this was the last low made before. This was the last high made before this low was made, and now we're making a new high. Price could potentially go higher than this high. That's actually what could possibly happen if it does that. Then I'm actually gonna scale in some more on my trade. I'm gonna move the stop that I got right there because that ain't that many pips, like 20 pips. I can stand that drawdown until we break this high up here. It's about 20, 30 pips. I can stand that drawdown with the position I'm in now. So if it breaks this high and come up to this high up here to mitigate this order block up here, which would be excellent. You know, I wouldn't be bad at all if it come up here, retest this high, and then come back and mitigate this order block down here to go back long, then that'd be great as well. But this order block right here says pretty strong. I am confident in it, honestly. This 13 minutes into this hour candle, so we'll get a nice hourly closing outside of these highs, right? Which will make traders believe that this was like this is gonna be like some kind of breakout and retest to go up to this high. But they got to mitigate these shorts before they break this high. You feel me? So that's GJ. Let's go to Euro K because I'm in some Euro K longs as well. So Euro K long is dropping and still inside of this order block right here. So this was the last long that we made. This was the last low that we made. Clear the chart. This was the last low that we made before we eventually went long. So I will go right here. So I'm expecting price to hold inside this order block to and then ride price to this last high right here that was made. So that's a nice trade. Let me see how many pips there would be. I think my entry light's on right there. Stop loss right here, TP right there. So that's 120 pips, 50 pips stop loss. It's a good trade. I might scale in it a little more if it keep dropping. So that's it, man. That's really all the trades that I really want to look at, man. That's all the trades that I'm gonna ride with right now. Bitcoin doing this thing. And Bitcoin doing this thing, man. For sure, I like that. Bitcoin doing this thing, going to the upside. The trades that I took this morning was so I took some Bitcoin shorts, matter of fact. Yeah, I took some Bitcoin shorts right here. What I catch that move right there too. Let me see. Bitcoin buys. So today I just took gold buys. So I go over the trades that I took this morning real quick. So gold buys. All right, so I remember when I started. So I started trading like 8, 7 a.m. So I took these gold buys right here. Let me explain why. So what was the beginning of the market? So this was the beginning of the market. Notice how at the beginning of the week, price basically just took off to the upside, right, and created this high up here. So we created this high up here, and then we started making new lower lows. So once it started making new lower lows, price was right here, like around right here. Yeah, price was right here. And I knew once we made this high right here, we had to mitigate this order block before we went higher. So I know we had some shorts right there we had to mitigate. So let's do a replay. Let me go back and replay here. So I was on an hour time frame. I was looking at it. So I was looking at how price came into this level right here, this order block right here. So this was the last low that was made before this last high that was made. Notice how price broke structure, started trading to this order block right here. All right, and that's what I was waiting on for the buy. So let's look and see what happened. So price. All right, so I think I took buys right, like at this candle right here, the opening of this candle right here. So I took buys right here. Yes, I took buys right here. So actually, in this trade, I had got in there early. I had caught this drawdown right here. So I got in this trade like early. I got in this trade early, like right here, and I caught this drawdown right here. So I caught that drawdown. All right, I caught that drawdown, and price hit this level. I closed my position at that point because I did feel that this was a level that we could possibly sell at, completely ignoring the larger time frames, which was my fault. So I actually closed my trade early because I wasn't, paying attention to the larger time frames. And I started shorting this order block. So I took a loss right here at this order block. I had my stop loss like right there where that line was. And at that point, I was looking for price to come up here and go short. So this is what happened at that point. Price went above this, went above the daily high, because the daily high was fairly not much, probably like a few pips. So once it went above the daily high, that's when I started going short again. So that's when I started going short again, like right up in here. And let's see, and let's see. So boom, happened very, very quick, like 1 hour, and dropped like 200 pips in 1 hour. And that was that trade. I was aiming for this slowdown here. As you can see, price didn't quite hit it. But as it hit this order block down here, that it really didn't trade into this morning, I started closing positions. So I started closing positions. And if I go back, I took shorts again, like right up in here. So I took shorts again right up in here because I knew traders was going long after seeing that big dip. So I knew a lot of traders was rushing to go long. And I knew that they still had to mitigate their order block. So I paid attention to this order block, the last low that was made that got broken. So this was the market structure broken right here. The fact that this was the last low before this high was made. And this is the new low breaking this low. So this was the order block that was broken. This order block got smashed. So I'm learning also is when order blocks get smashed, there is a clear sign that price wants to go through it. You feel me? So so this happened on a smaller time frame though. So I took shorts right here to go back to the previous low, which was right here. And let's see what happened. So boom, that's when I took profits on those lows. And I had caught some longs, but I closed them because I knew there wasn't the official retest to mitigate this order block down here. Notice we didn't hit 1770 yet. So I closed those longs like a little quick scalp. And let's see. So this is why I went long. This is where we are right now. So where are we right now? So this is where we are right now. So I went long because I knew that price probably actually pop up on me. and then some kind of drawdown to retest this high right up here. Retest this high up here to mitigate, because this was the last high that was made. This was the last high that the banks bought up here, right at this order block. This was the last high that was made before this low that was made. So they probably come up, mitigate these longs before they go short. So actually probably gonna close. Let me see. Well, I mean, I'm not in for that. I still in more for gold. But yeah, so that's what I'm expecting to see on gold, and that's how I traded gold today. That's how I was looking at gold today. I caught a nice I actually believe I caught, did I catch this short move? I can't remember if I caught the short move, but I know I caught the long on GJ as well. I caught this long move. Was most of this long move right here. I knew that we had to come and mitigate these shorts down here that we made yesterday. So yesterday market open, price went up, and then this was the last low that was created before this high was created. And then we came back to mitigate this order block down here. And now, as you can see, price is coming up to mitigate this order block, I believe, to come back down and finish retesting this order block right here. So this sale right here, this last low that they made, before they're making this current high, whatever high that they're about to make, this is the last low that they made. So the bank's got to come down and mitigate these shorts right here. So that's why I'm in GJ shorts, to catch these shorts and then go long for the day. All right, and Euro K, let me see what Euro K doing real quick. So Euro K still going down, but I'm pretty confident Euro K won't break that low. So all right, man, that's it, man. I appreciate y'all watching, man. That's a quick overview of trades I took for the day, trades that I'm looking at, setups and stuff. It's a quick market overview. Appreciate y'all watching, man. See y'all later.